Google Antigravity destroys N8N? You're wasting hours building workflows that AI could build in minutes. You're clicking through nodes, configuring settings, debugging connections. Meanwhile, there's a new platform where you just describe what you want and AI agents build the entire thing for you, released 2 months ago. Completely free, and most people still don't know it exists. Hey, I'm Hada, and I help people actually use AI tools instead of just watching videos about them. Today, we're diving into Google Antigravity, a brand new platform that launched on November 18th, 2025, alongside Google's Gemini 3 model. This is not just another coding assistant. This is an agent-first development platform where AI builds, tests, and deploys entire applications while you watch. And here's the question everyone's asking. Does this mean tools like N8N are dead? Should you stop learning workflow automation? Is Google about to dominate the entire automation space? We're going to break down exactly what anti-gravity does, how it compares to N8N, and most importantly, which tool you should actually be using for your projects. Because, spoiler alert, they're not really competing with each other. They solve completely different problems. Google launched this alongside their Gemini 3 model family. It's a heavily modified fork of Visual Studio Code. Instead of you typing code line by line, you give the AI a task and autonomous agents handle everything. Planning, coding, testing, debugging, deployment. The platform has two main modes, Editor View and Manager View. Editor View looks like any normal coding environment. You get tab completions, inline commands, the usual stuff. But Manager View is where the magic happens. This is where you manage AI agents, like you'd manage a team. You describe what you want to build, and the agents go to work. Here's a real example. Someone told Antigravity to build a finance tracker with income management, expense tracking, database persistence, and user authentication. 20 minutes later, the entire application was ready to deploy. Not just code, a fully functional app with proper architecture, testing, and visual polish. No human intervention during the build process. The platform supports 3 AI models right now. Gemini 3 Pro, which is Google's most advanced model optimized for complex coding tasks. Claude Sonnet 4.5 from Anthropic. And an open source model called GPT-OSS 120B. You can switch between them depending on what you're building. Now let's talk about the agent architecture, because this is what makes Antigravity different from tools like Cursor or GitHub Copilot. Multiple agents can work on different parts of your project simultaneously. One agent builds the back-end API, another creates the front-end components, a third writes test suites, all at the same time. They work in parallel, share context, and coordinate without you managing them. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The agents have direct access to your editor, terminal, and browser. They can write code, run commands, install packages, and test applications in a real browser environment. This means they can actually see what they're building and verify it works before showing it to you. When I first started exploring AI development tools, I was overwhelmed by all the options. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom, with over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Let me show you how anti-gravity actually works in practice. You open the platform and create a new task in the Agent Manager. You can choose between Plan Mode or Fast Mode. Plan Mode generates a detailed plan before taking action. This is ideal for complex projects where you want to review the approach first. Fast Mode executes instructions immediately. Perfect for quick fixes or simple changes. Once you give the agent a task, it creates what's called an artifact. This is a detailed plan showing exactly what it's going to build, how it's going to build it, and what steps it'll take. You can add comments directly on the artifact using Google Docs style commenting. The agent learns from this feedback and stores it in an internal knowledge base for future tasks. The agents can also interact with the browser. This is huge. They can open your application, click buttons, fill out forms, test user flows, and verify everything works correctly. They're not just generating code and hoping it works. They're actually testing it like a real user would. Performance-wise, independent tests show Antigravity is about 38% faster than Cursor for typical development tasks. For a Next.js Supabase backend feature, Antigravity takes about 42 seconds, while Cursor takes 68 seconds. The accuracy is also higher. Antigravity achieves a 94% success rate for complex refactoring tasks compared to Cursor's 78%. And the bug introduction rate is 50% lower because Gemini 3 Pro is better at detecting edge cases. During the public preview, it's completely free for individual developers. Google is offering generous rate limits on Gemini 3 Pro usage, no seat licenses, no per-user pricing. You download it, sign in with your Google account, and start building. Now here's the big question. Does this destroy N8N? Should you abandon workflow automation tools and just use Antigravity for everything? The short answer is no. They're fundamentally different tools. N8N is a workflow automation platform. It connects apps, APIs, and services together. You build visual workflows by dragging and dropping nodes. N8N is perfect for business process automation, data syncing, integrations between different tools, and building multi-step workflows that run automatically. The platform has over 400 integrations. You can self-host it on your own server for complete data control or use their cloud version. The visual interface makes it accessible to non-developers while still giving technical users the ability to write custom code when needed. N8N also has strong AI capabilities now. You can integrate any large language model into your workflows, build multi-agent systems, and create AI-powered automations. But here's the key difference. N8N is about automating business processes and connecting existing tools. Antigravity is about building new applications from scratch. Think of it this way. Use Antigravity when you need to build a microservice with an API, user interface, tests, and deployment. The AI agents scaffold the backend, create the UI, write tests, and handle deployment. Use N8N when you need to automate a workflow. Like webhook triggers build, then test, then deploy, then notify Slack. Or syncing data between your CRM and email marketing platform every hour. They can actually work together beautifully. You could use Antigravity to build a custom application, then use N8N to automate the deployment pipeline, monitor the application, send alerts, and integrate it with your other business tools. When I first started exploring AI development tools, I was overwhelmed by all the options. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom, with over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 46,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Start experimenting with these tools. Download Antigravity and try building something. Set up N8N and create your first workflow. See how they feel. The best way to figure out what works for you is to actually use them. The AI development landscape is changing fast. Stay curious. Keep learning. Focus on solving real problems instead of chasing shiny new tools. That's how you actually benefit from AI instead of just talking about it. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand the difference between these tools, drop a comment below. What are you building? What are you automating? I read every comment and I'm always curious what people are working on. See you in the next one.